Good morning.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are so glad to have everybody here, and thank you for taking time out of your busy day to learn more about this wonderful program that's now in the Montgomery area. I have on here, excuse me, let me introduce myself. My name is Amy Brown. I am a realtor with Next Generation Real Estate Group. And I have two special guests here today. I have the broker owner of Next Generation, Chanel Lang. Hey, Chanel, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Good morning.
Good morning. And then we have Mr. Brandon Cooper with Landis Rent to Own Company. He is an account executive, and he is here to tell us more about this program. And I'll give you a little bit about it. Basically, I have already worked several deals with Landis, and it has been absolutely fantastic. If you've not heard about Landis, this company is making waves in the real estate world by helping people get into homes while they get credit ready to buy. It's been fantastic for my clients. They have been super happy with the houses that they have. And Landis is backed by Jay-Z and Will Smith. Is that correct, Brandon?
That is
They're
correct.
investing in it. Yes.
Heavy hitters that are investing as well as the National Association of Realtors.
Oh,
So we
That's
are here to stay, and we're going to make a change. So
All right. So, like I said, it's a great way for people who maybe they need to go ahead and move, but they're not quite ready to get a mortgage. And so they can go ahead and get into that dream house while they're working on their credit or whatever they need to work on, and they don't have to move twice.
right.
Because I knew moving is a chore, ain't it?
Don't we all know that? I am a recent homeowner. So I understand moving even from an apartment to a house. So the great thing with Landis is that you are in your dream home.
Yes.
Once you become mortgage eligible, guess what? No moving involved. You're already there. It's a matter of paperwork, and you get to enjoy it in your name and in fulfillment of your passion, your goal. So.
Absolutely. Be able to make that dream of home ownership come true. And that's what, people like agents like me and Chanel are here for. We love helping first time home buyers and such as that. Don't you, Chanel?
I do. I mean, it's so funny that you guys, I have always had a thing about apartments, like even as a young adult.
Right.
I told my mom when I was young, I was like, I need to rent a house or something because I can't live in apartments. It's so funny. But I've only lived probably in about 5 or 6 places. Like I'm one of those, I stay a decade. I do not like to move, and I probably won't move again. This is my forever home. But it's exciting to move people in the right direction. It's exciting to move first-time homeowners into their properties. Like you said, now is exciting because, even with this market and how it is to be able to position people, hey, we can get you started if you're committed, and this can be it. So
yeah.
I'm excited about the program, about moving first-time home buyers into their first time. And congratulations, Brandon, on
Thank you.
yourself becoming a first-time home buyer.
It's definitely been a blessing. There were some challenges, and I wish Landis was around when I was in my search, but it's been a blessing, and that's why I'm here. I want people to be able to experience that gift of homeownership.
Right.
Awesome. So, sorry about that. Let me mention to those who are watching, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them, and we will have a Q&A session. We definitely want to address any questions or, anything that you might have. So, Brandon, why don't we jump right on in to talk about the application process and how easy that is?
Right. So application process starts whether you are working with an agent. They send over an invite to you. It takes about 5 minutes to fill out. Really, it's very simple and it's free. That's huge. It's free. You go through the application process with the pre-qualifications. You are going to get approved. But once you pass that stage, then as any lender would in that process, you're going to be asked to submit some supporting documentation. And again, along the way, you're going to get approved. I'm speaking it into existence. You're going to get approved. Definitely, you're going to get approved. And once you're approved, then that's when the fun begins. It's the touring. It's the normal looking for your dream home. You are going to get a budget that's approved from Landis with your parameters. It tells you basically what portion of the rent is going towards the actual fair market rent. And the other part, it helps you with your savings. So it tells you how much is going towards savings. And once you're ready to find your dream home, you find it, you work with your agent to write up an offer. Landis acts as a cash buyer. With this market being so hot right now, that's a huge advantage as being a cash buyer. So, and once that happens, you close and you move into your dream home.
So there is, Brandon, a couple things that get us to our yes, to our qualifications. So if you kind of break down some of what we already need to have prepared to make sure that the client understands this is the minimum. And tell us a little bit also, like we received the minimum qualifications, but can you also tell us a little bit about your process of improving or credit coaching to get that client, that first-time home buyer, into the next part of?
Absolutely. So it doesn't stop there. These are our minimum requirements here. You see 550 credit score, $30,000 verifiable income, and $3,000 in savings. Those are the bare minimums, right? And that's to be able to be approved for the program. Now, once you're in the program, that's when the fun starts. The ultimate goal is home ownership. So we don't just stop there. We once you're in the application process, it's a soft credit pull. It's free. It goes, we pair you with a credit success manager that guides you along the process. You have a one-on-one coach that you can reach out to help you while you're renting the home. Again, home ownership is the goal. So we're not just going to leave you out to dry once you're in the home. So you have access to an actual human being. I know that's in today's world, everything's so robotic and but that human touch is there, as well as you have access to our coaching app. We have a Landis coaching app. And if you're a big tech person or you're not a tech person, it's very user-friendly. It definitely is user-friendly, and it's geared towards home ownership, homes. It's not, a lot of people say, hey, I have Credit Karma. What's the difference between this and Credit Karma? This is actually geared towards being mortgage eligible. Credit Karma, don't get me wrong, I am guilty. I have Credit Karma. I check it every other day, but it's always, hey, open this credit card. You have this ability to get this card. I mean, while it's tempting, it's a distraction. So with the Landis app, it's geared towards getting you into your home.
And one thing about checking your credit score on places like Credit Karma, or I know like with my own credit cards, I can look and see what my credit score is. Right. And that was something I was talking about with one of my lenders the other day, is can be very confusing because that is a consumer score, whereas a mortgage score is something different. And I believe y'all are looking for the FICO 2 score.
That is correct. Yes.
Okay. And so those types of like a credit scores have more stringent requirements because it's not using it to open a credit card. It's for getting a mortgage. That's a lot more money. So there's a lot more on the line. So I wanted to throw that in there because I hear that sometimes from people who have applied and they say that, I was put on the wait list because my credit score wasn't high enough and I don't understand that.
Right. Right. And Amy, I'm glad you clarified that. And also, there's a new process in place that Landis has implemented. You mentioned the wait list. Unfortunately, some people are waitlisted due to several different reasons. But we now have improved that process to not only lead you to the coaching app, we just don't say, hey, you're not ready for the program now. Come back in a year. We're not doing that now. We are actually implementing a newsletter of why, an explanation of why and what steps you need to take to become eligible for the Landis program. So again, another touch of not throwing you by the wayside and leaving you hanging to dry and working on whatever you need to work on for a year. We are still here, even if it's not your time.
Right. And wait list, all that means is not right now. Here's what you need to do. We're not saying that it's a definite no.
Correct.
And I have been involved with y'all, I think, since when y'all probably first came to Alabama very early on. I have seen the evolution of how y'all are working with the clients. And some of the clients, when I've asked them about if they were waitlisted, they would forward me the email. So I've been able to see exactly how y'all are breaking it down and helping them out. And another thing I did want to throw out there is that if you're watching, maybe you've applied before and been waitlisted or whatever, you can always reach back out to your Landis representative to see what you need to work on if you're not sure about anything. Us real estate agents, such as me and Chanel, we're not going to see your application. Our part is to help secure the purchase of the home, whereas Landis is going to be working with you on the credit part,
correct,
and the application part.
Absolutely.
Okay. One frequent question that we get is types of incomes, self-employment, child support, things like that. So can you touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. We don't discriminate. That's the big thing. We all know that income comes in different shapes, sizes, or every arena, from the service industry.
No size fits all on whether you're buying with a mortgage or Landis. Everybody's situation is different.
Every situation is different, and we take that into account. Again, I can't stress enough, the goal is home ownership. So we work with individuals we work with people on an individual basis. All situations are not the same. So we just ask for supporting documentation, whether that be W-2s, whether that be pay stubs, verification of bank statements. So we do work with the 1040, the 1099s, the W-2s, we work with it all. So, and I know sometimes that can be intimidating with a traditional mortgage. And again, me knowing all the documentation that I had to submit for my mortgage, but we don't discriminate. So that's the main thing to take away from that. All you have to do is have the supporting documentation that verifies your income, and each case is reviewed individually. So.
Right. And what I tell anybody is, whether they're doing this or getting a mortgage, if they ask for a document, just go ahead and get it and submit it. Keep the ball rolling on the process. And so let's say somebody has put in their application and then they are kind of preliminarily approved, and it goes to a status documents requested. So at that point, that's when you're going to be asking them for their proof of income. What about you do? Is it 2 months of bank statements?
2 months of previous bank statements, correct.
Okay.
And their verification and their employment status. So. Okay.
All right. Very good. How about the savings for the down payment? We mentioned that it should have at least $3,000 in savings. And I know, and also everybody should understand that that's going to fluctuate based upon the price point of your home. That's going to be the minimum amount. So tell us about the savings, and then what you do with the down payment money, as well as that portion of the rent that is set aside each month.
Yeah, definitely. So we ask that you do have at least 3K in savings. And the initial contribution is what I like to call it. So the initial contribution is going to be 3%. That's going to sit in an escrow account, as well as the traditional fair market rent that you're going to be charged, plus a little bit extra. Now, that little bit extra is going to be above the fair market rent value. But guess what? It's not for nothing. It goes into that savings account that helps you save. I don't like to call it a forced saving. It's a
escrow. I call it like an escrow.
Yeah, it's definitely an escrow, but it's a way, another touch point that Landis helps you get that ultimate goal of home ownership. We help you save. We help you save. We help you save to get to the mortgage.
Intentions and practices together.
Exactly.
You can find many ways to commit to savings. I know at one point, like I have a debit card, anything over it rounds up, and it's method so that it's part of how I'm accumulating that. So that it takes money to buy a house.
It does.
You have to have money, and if there's an issue where you haven't been able to save in the past, or you haven't had an idea of what to expect as far as down payment and commitment to buy the house, I mean, it's ideal for the commitment, I believe.
Right. And that's why some of the potential buyers are in the positions that they're in. Whether it may not just be the credit, it may not be the cash flow that's available. This program is geared towards that, and it helps you in your weaknesses. I can say I'm not the best saver in the world. Luckily, I have a fiance that is my complete opposite in that aspect.
She keeps you straight then.
Exactly. So again, Landis, in all honesty, is here to help. So whether that be helping you save the down payment or coaching you to get your credit score up, that's why Landis is doing what we're doing.
Okay, well, how about we move on to some of the fun part? Let's say somebody has been approved. Let's talk about what they are looking for in a house. So basically, your property criteria is Landis purchases homes from $110,000 to $400,000 in move-in ready condition. So that means no fixer-uppers. It also means no as-is listings. We purchase single-family homes and townhouses, so no condominiums, no modular homes or manufactured housing, and in areas that Landis operates in. So that means no rural areas and no small towns. I've got a map here. Let me bring this up real quick. There we go. So this shows the Montgomery metro area. So this covers Montgomery, Millbrook, and then part of Prattville, the 36066 zip code. So sorry, guys, if you're looking in Deatsville or Elmore, Wetumpka, Tallahassee, this is where Landis operates. It's going to be the Montgomery metro area.
Now, so to that point, Amy, I'm glad you brought that up. We are expanding rapidly. So we review each case on an individual basis. So if there is something that you find that is in the orange or outside of the blue or outside of the orange, feel free to get with your agent and send it over, and we will review that property. So don't get discouraged if you're a little bit outside of the zone. We're looking to expand more and more within 2022. So it doesn't hurt to ask the question.
Okay, that's good to know, because particularly around Millbrook, there are some really nice subdivisions that have a Deatsville or Elmore zip code that I think would be great criteria.
I know you're going to be great at this, but when in doubt, type it out. Send it to me, and we can definitely get that taken care of for you,
And that's of having the partner relationship with the realtor and with Landis, so we can educate each other. Like Amy is saying about different areas that may be an opportunity for expansion. And then, with Landis, you're partnering with us, and we're taking this, and we're working with the benefit for the first time home buyer together.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a journey together. And I've always been a believer in you don't know what you don't know. So that could be a great thing. Obviously, there's opportunities for us to grow, and that's what we're doing. But we want to grow in the right way. We want to be able, the ultimate goal is home ownership. So we want to grow the right way. And that's why we need the help of agents like Amy, giving us that feedback that they're in the market on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
I'm here. I can relay. I consider myself a liaison. From the agent's perspective, I'm on both sides. I'm on the Landis side. I'm on the agent side. So again, that's why I say just reach out, and that's where Landis has that human interaction, as opposed to talking to a robot.
Right. Well, some of my previous clients, they were interested in a particular home that was built before 1978, because that's one of the criteria. They prefer homes built after 1978, but that home had been recently completely remodeled. Mm-hmm. And so Andrew had said, I believe it was, that, that would be fine. Absolutely. So that's like I said, it's got to be a move-in ready house. I'm not going to buy one that needs so what we mean by that is minor repairs, minor stuff. Landis will not buy a house that's going to need a new roof or it's got foundation issues or anything like that. Because, we want houses that are in good condition. And that's another point I wanted to touch on too, is that Landis pays for the home inspection and for the appraisal.
That is correct. We want to take a lot of the pressures of being a homeowner away initially. And even throughout the process of the rental, any repairs that are under $200, obviously the renter's going to have to take care of. But anything over $200, we take care of. So that's one again pressure, that's a relief, so to speak, that Landis provides for the renter.
Which, again, going back to this market, the fact that you have to have a move-in ready, good condition house itself says a lot about the program. But in the home buying process, it's complicated. Like, people aren't negotiating repairs or different things now, because it's so limited inventory where you kind of just have to, you're at the seller's wheel. But, with the partner with Landis, you're getting a good investment. You're getting the structure that you need to completely benefit from this process.
Absolutely. And there's so many other benefits to echo your sentiment. Again, Landis is acting as a cash buyer, and as we know, this market right now, you can see a house on Friday and it'll be gone the next day. So that's another benefit that Landis does provide for a potential home buyer.
And that is so true. Like, right now, to have the opportunity to be in a home, have that cash offer accepted, and then refocus on everything that you need to do to make sure this process is completed. So tell us a little bit about the time frame. So I know you have up to 2 years. Is that correct?
That is correct. You have the program ranges from 12 to 24 months.
Okay.
If you're mortgage eligible in 3 months, it's fine. That we encourage that. But yes, it's a 12 to 24 month program, and based on the underwriting process that is laid out for you.
Well, that's awesome. I'm so excited. I'm so thankful, Brandon, that you took the time to actually, come in and give our listeners, our people that will go back and watch this again, a little bit more insight behind it, because one of my clients that I have in the system, she was like, I've heard it from other people, but I didn't know, so I'm not saying we're validating you today, but it gives us a sense of saying, hey, we got a partner. This is a real deal system that we can help you with, and we can get to moving today. Absolutely. So I personally want to thank you for taking your time out, coming in, giving us some feedback and a little bit more behind the expectations of what this program offers.
Oh no, thank you so much, and I'm happy to be here. Again, this is a program that I feel very passionate about. Um, I know we talked beforehand about, if I look at this program, if I can refer my mother to this program, I believe in it. So that's why I'm here, and I want to pass that blessing of homeownership to everyone. It's so important. So many benefits of being a homeowner, and everyone should be able to experience that. And that's what Landis is doing as a whole. And hopefully we scale this thing and bridge so many gaps and put so many people in homes that we're gonna have to build more subdivisions, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, that is really exciting. The fact that you're right, to scale it up, that people understand, because there is a gap in knowledge of what you need to do. It just is. And it's a process, and it's a hard one, especially now in this market. So
Exactly.
to have partners that are completely your advocate, it's exciting, to get you knowledgeable about the process, to get that loan, get you in front of everyone else with the cash offer with your partner. I mean, we have to, keep and given this opportunity, because like you said, it is one of my passions. Like you said, I know we talked, I don't like to move, but it is important to, give people that opportunity of hope, that opportunity of a yes. Like you said, these are things that once you get that seated in you and you're prepared to do the work, it's very exciting. So I'm excited for people that are hearing this today, that are ready to make the commitment. And because it's a lot of fear. You don't know who to talk to. If you haven't had a parent that's purchased a home, or if your friends aren't buying homes and telling you, hey, this is what we did.
Exactly.
You're gonna get partners now that are gonna help you, be there for you. Like you said, live communication. We're not apps. You're gonna get partners. And that's what I'm most excited about. If I can partner with everyone in the community that does not have the knowledge and lead them to home ownership, I would be overwhelmingly excited to, every time my phone rings, what can we do? Let's, so I'm excited about the partnership with Landis. Amy is killing it.
Amy is one of the top super agents in her region. So I am definitely excited, and hopefully anyone listening in Amy's area, please reach out to her. She's very knowledgeable in the program, and she takes a lot of work off my plate. She takes a lot of the work off my plate. So
yes, I have been hustling hard trying to get people, to and I tell people, whether they're doing this or they're going to get a mortgage, or we're here to help you. And if you're willing to follow these steps, do what your lender or do what Landis tells you to do, you can make it happen. I believe everybody can make it happen. You just follow the steps, follow the process, and it's really easy. I've got a few questions that come up pretty frequently when I talk to people. One of them is, do you have an inventory of homes that I can look at? So they're thinking along the lines of, like, if you contact a property management company, they've only got so many homes out to rent.
Right.
So that was one of the questions. And so Landis, you don't maintain an inventory of homes. That's the fun part. You get to go house shopping just like you're getting a mortgage. And the way that works is that myself or Chanel or, your real estate agent will take you out house shopping. We'll have your budget from Landis. And what we recommend right now in this market is to look at about $10,000 less than what you're approved for. So if you're approved for $200,000, let's look at houses in the 180 to 190 range. And we go out and we look at the houses. And when you find the house that you want, you would like for Landis to put an offer in on, you let your Landis your Landis rep know, and then they will get back with me with exactly the offer that will be made. And one thing, though, I think I need to touch on is that in order to make an offer, they need to have already made their initial deposit, correct?
That is correct. In order to make an offer on a home, you have to have your initial contribution, which is your down payment, already in. And then Landis can move forward on your behalf.
Right. So then Landis will get with me and tell me exactly what they want to offer and the terms. And one good thing, well, two good things, cash offer and 21-day closing, 3-week closing. Those are very desirable parts of a contract, parts of an offer from the seller perspective.
Exactly. Yeah. Again, I couldn't have said it better myself, Amy. You, like I said, you've mastered this process. But yes, the two key factors to take away from that is the 21 days to close, as well as the cash offer. That's huge in today's market. So that's what we're doing to help.
All right. So now we've put in an offer and we've got the offer accepted and we're all celebrating. What happens next is the appraisal and the home inspection. And like I mentioned, Landis pays for that. That's saving you $1,000 right there, very easily. Right. And the home inspection, the way that, if you don't know the difference between appraisal and inspection, an appraisal is determining a fair market value for the house. And then the home inspection is to inspect to look at the structure and the systems of the house. So the home inspector's job is to check the HVAC, check the plumbing, check the electrical, check the roof, make sure it's not leaking, look for any, potential issues. And one thing I want to mention is, Landis encourages clients to attend the home inspection if you can. But one thing I did want to throw out there, I've run into with two of mine, is home inspections take about 3 to 4 hours. And so if you're not able to attend your home inspection, because it's most likely going to be during the week, it's not going to be, more than likely will not be on a Saturday or Sunday. And so if you can't take a half day or a whole day off, it's fine. We're going to get a comprehensive report that's going to have pictures, maybe even video, and the home inspector will give exactly, what he's pointing out. And their job is to point out everything. So if there is a missing switch plate, over an electrical outlet or something like that, they're going to point out any little things like that. So don't get alarmed by a home inspection, especially if the report is long. Most of the time, it's minor stuff, but it's their job to point everything out. So that's what I wanted to add. And in this market, at least around here, buyers a lot of times are not attending the home inspections, but you're going to get a report anyways. And so Landis gets the report, and me and the client will get the report. And so we'll look over it and go over it together and see what repair requests we want to make. And then my screen went away. Landis will also give me or your agent the list of repairs that they want to request, and then we enter in negotiations on that.
That's the fun times.
Oh yeah.
The main goal is that you get a good house, that you get moving ready, minimum repair. So those things that when you get ready to go in, you're just ready to celebrate the progress. So
exactly. It's the end goal is always sweeter when it's what you really want. So that is definitely what we're aiming towards.
And so once we get past that and the appraisal is good, kind of at that point, so once under contract, what do the clients need to be doing? I mean, other than what I've talked about on the side that the agent can handle, such as negotiating repairs, what do the clients need to be doing? Are there other forms or different things that they will need to be doing? Obviously, they've already made their initial deposit.
No, honestly, it's as easy as just getting prepared and understanding. I think the biggest thing for a potential buyer is to really, really understand and commit themselves to the program. Landis has an 80% graduation rate, which is amazing. But really, really, truly understanding what the program is trying to do and really understanding the commitment that it's going to take to get them mortgage eligible. Amy, I hate to say it, you're going to be doing all the work at that point. but no, just really understanding what it's going to take to be able to purchase this home. So
I'll say another few questions that I get every now and then is, what about if someone is in bankruptcy or recently discharged from bankruptcy? What is the waiting period, or what do they need to do?
So the common ones that we see is Chapter 7. So you have to be, I like to say, a year and a day removed to be able to be eligible for this program. Now, there are some, and this is full transparency, there are some things that will be automatically get you waitlisted, so to speak, whether it be DTI or bankruptcy. So I would say in that instance, to ensure that you are eligible for this program, you need to be at least a year and a day removed from that Chapter 7 bankruptcy.
Because also the goal is to get a mortgage within 2 years, and there are certain guidelines to being able to qualify for a mortgage after Chapter 7 or after Chapter 13.
Correct.
Absolutely. And so that would be one reason why you might be waitlisted. Other things y'all look for, like you said, the DTI, that means debt to income ratio. So if so basically the way that works is that they're adding up the minimum payments on all of your credit cards, student loans, car notes, anything else like that, and calculating, how much you can afford as far as, the rent or mortgage payment.
Right.
Let's see. I think other things that might disqualify would be car recent. When you say recent, is that like within a year? I think
within a year. That is correct. Within a year.
Okay.
Any foreclosures, any repossessions, or anything like that.
Late rent or eviction.
Delinquent accounts.
Yes.
Yeah. Things that are normal you would think of, not too extravagant, and we don't want to harp on the negative stuff.
No. But the gap is there.
No, you definitely have to think of DTIs. Anything that would be a disqualification for traditional mortgage usually applies with Landis as well.
But that's the great thing about your coaching app. Then y'all will help them to tell them what they need to do.
That's right. That's where the coaching app and the one-on-one human aspect interaction comes into play. We are there to tell you and help you and guide you along the way to become eligible for your mortgage with Landis, or whether it be with a traditional lender.
Well, I have a question. So like in the coaching app, because a lot of circumstances I run into is people have a lot of money. They've always spent cash, and they haven't really established credit. It's I feel like in most cases, in some cases, it's not that they have had a lot of derogatory. They just haven't established what you need for trade lines. So as your coaching app, I'm sure your coaching app is built in those tools to help build those trade lines as well.
Yes. So the coaching app is not only I like to say it's not only a Credit Karma type of app. It also encourages you to build that credit and what you need to do to build that credit. It's not going to be one of those apps that, okay, you just log on, check my credit score, and I'm not there yet. No, it actually gives you step by step of what you need to do. So it's very interactive, and again, you do have access to an actual human as well. So if you don't quite understand what's being said in the app, you can always reach out.
And it's available on iPhone and Android, correct?
That is correct. It is available in the App Store on your Android and your iPhone.
Well, gosh, I mean, it's free to apply. It's just a soft pull on your credit. You get free coaching. I mean, my gosh, that is so amazing because a lot of times on other different types of things, you may just put your application out there and then if you're not ready yet, then you never hear anything else. But y'all are trying to make it happen. Y'all care. Just like, agents like me and Chanel, we care. We want to make this happen, as we get to know our clients, we become like family. Like my last Landis closing, I think the lady said something about, it's like kind of sad we don't get to talk all the time anymore now because,
right.
That was another thing too about closing when you get to move into your home. So once everything, the real estate agents have received and meet here at the office and present you with the keys to your house.
Amy, I am looking forward to driving down. I'm based in Birmingham, so I am looking forward to driving down for closing.
You have just committed on live Facebook.
All right.
You have my word. You have my word. I am looking forward to being able to come to a closing. Again, the success and the fulfillment that home ownership brings to many families is something that drove me to Landis. So I would love nothing more than to be a part of that closing process. I know how I felt when we closed on our house. So I want to see the look, especially if they have kids. I'm a sucker for children. So, I have a 10-year-old. So I coach baseball. So I am a sucker to see like families achieve a goal. So I am committed to driving down to at least one, Amy.
Okay. Hey, we would love to have you. And speaking of which, on the Landis website, there are several video testimonials from families who have had, great success and are super happy. I was going to try to figure out how to load one into here, but I wasn't able to. But anybody can definitely go to the Landis website and do that. So
absolutely, Landis.com.
Yes, Landis.com. And actually, Chanel and I will go and drop our own application links on the event in our Facebook pages. Now, you are able to apply directly on the Landis website, and I think it may ask, doesn't it ask if they have a preferred agent?
It does. You are able to apply without an agent, but eventually you're going to need an agent. So
we're here.
You might as well give Amy and Chanel a call. So you're going to need an agent.
If you use our application links, see, we have a partner portal. So while credit information, we will see what stage you are in the process. So if you apply through one of our links, you're automatically assigned to us. So we see like your name, phone number, email address, and what stage you are at. Whether it's documents requested or my favorite one, touring, or even the best one, closed.
Exactly. Yeah. Again, that's the benefit that Landis provides is being very transparent in the communication piece, and being very informational and direct of what needs to be done, what stage you're in. There's no hidden doors. All doors are open and all communication is there. So
yes, I've always, anytime I've had any questions, whoever I needed to reach out to, it's always been prompt responses. Even when I had a house go under contract right around Christmas time, still getting everything handled, in a timely manner. Whether, I think Nick may have been on vacation or sick or something like that, and there was someone else who just jumped right in to handle whatever it was I needed at that time.
I will say we have a great collaborative teamwork effort within Landis. There's so much so many hats that so many people wear. So if one point of contact is missing, someone else is able to step up. So that's another great thing about Landis. We're in it all for the right reason, one common goal, and that's home ownership. So whatever needs to be done, we take those necessary steps.
Yep, y'all sure do. Like I said, from the agent perspective, it's been just fantastic to work with you, and I know that my clients are just thrilled with their houses. One of the things that I do, because I like to paint, I'm an artist, so I give my real estate clients a painting as a closing gift. And on my last one, 2 or 3 days afterwards, that she sent me a picture where she'd already hung it up in her house. So that just made my day, you know?
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome.
They didn't have any furniture in there yet.
That's all that matters. That reminds me of the HGT TV. What is it? Hometown. Sorry, that's my guilty pleasure show. So, but no, it reminds me of Hometown. That's awesome. That's awesome. And that's a great touch. That definitely is a great touch.
Well, Brandon, again, we want to thank you. We plan on keeping you busy. That is the goal.
Yes.
Good.
We want to get to you to have an assistant.
Right.
You go to your boss and say, "Hey, man, I need an assistant now." They're sending me so many people to work with.
All right, busy is good. Busy is good. I welcome the challenge. I've never backed down from a challenge. So if you keep me busy and I still don't get an assistant, which that might not be a bad thing, I'm here to help. I'm definitely here to help.
Awesome. And we are recording this, so we will replay this, and it will be available on our Facebook pages. And we will probably use this again. So if you happen to be watching and it's not a live, you can definitely reach out to me or Chanel with any questions, or reach out, to Landis, with any question. Any of us would be happy to help you with the process.
And we'll reach out to you if you're rewatching it and you have a question, post it. We will follow back up with you, direct message or contact. Mm-hmm. So this is exciting times. We're here for you. We have great partnerships. So let's go. Let's land at a home.
Let's land it. Land this home. Absolutely. Yeah. I like that. Put it on a t-shirt.
Send me one. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out this morning. It's raining in our area. I don't know what it's doing in Birmingham, but this has been very informative. I think that we have really laid out the information for our clients, our people that are in our area that are going to go back and watch this later because they're working this Friday morning and not online. So like I said, we're gonna do this again. Are you open to coming back and having another discussion with us?
I am. You let me know a time and place and I'll be there.
Excited.
That's great.
We're gonna let this kind of get out there and get the people excited about the information. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna come back. Maybe we need to kind of set a little, schedule, maybe monthly, so that we're connected to our community and stay in front of them in this opportunity.
Awesome.
Amy,
that'd be great.
I know that you're gonna log off and hit the ground running because that's Amy. Brandon, you're amazing. I thank you for partnering with us and
absolutely.
And anything that we can do in return, please feel free to let us know. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Brandon. I know you've got a lot going on and busy, but we really do appreciate you taking the time today to do this. And
thank you all for having me. Like I said, anytime I can be a blessing, let me know.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Amy, because if it wasn't for Amy,
absolutely,
yes. Rocking and rolling.
Not too much.
She's able to help you. I mean, she's very passionate, detail. You want somebody to, be there and make sure that your interests are always kept forefront. You want to call Amy Brown. Our next group of people into Landis. So we're excited.
Awesome.
Well,
Well,
thank you everybody again, for joining us. And like we said, feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. And we're going to go for now. And we hope all y'all have a great rest of your day.
yes.
Yeah.
Be great on purpose. Be great on purpose.
Absolutely. Well, everybody have a great day. Thank you so much, Brandon, Amy. Thank you for everyone who logged in live.
Thank you.
We are excited. Please reach out to us if we can help you land this a home.
Oh, I like that.
Like it.
All right.
All right. Well, everybody take care. Bye now.
All right.